What's going on, man? I know y'all, a lot of y'all are probably on here thinking I'm about to bash MCA, tell you it's a scam and whatnot. But I'm not gonna do that at all. I'm here honestly just to give you my true opinion of MCA and what I believe and what I think about it. Um, I am actually an MCA member, and it's been one of the best $40 investments I've made. I have the opportunity to make $80 to $1,000 weekly. I can make more. It's a performance-based income company, network marketing based. And that's really what I'm here to talk about. I kind of went to school, a 4-year college. I've graduated. I don't know if you know this for all y'all out there going to school or not, but fact is, 65% of college graduates graduate and are not going to find a job, and if they do, it's not going to be in their field of study. And that's just fact. That's not just me on here bashing. I went to school. I did what they told you to do. I had a couple little college loans. I got lucky. I didn't have too many. But some people don't get as lucky as me, and then they graduate for no reason. That's kind of why I'm into this network marketing thing. I've been to a couple other companies doing a couple other things. MCA is by far my best investment. I just want you to think about the person who told you about MCA. I don't know if you heard about MCA. If you haven't, if this is your first time hearing about it, but if you have, think about the person who told you about this. It's probably a family member, a friend, somebody you personally know, you know what I mean? Or somebody who knows you told you to check it out, and I just want you to think about it. Why would we be trying to scam our friends and people we know for $40? I don't know about you, but I got better things to do with my time than try to scam somebody for $40 on a daily basis. You know what I mean? I'm into this thing because I don't like getting told when I need to go to work. I don't like getting paid hourly. Getting paid by the hour is the worst way to get paid. My time is precious to me. I'm living one life. I'll never get this second, this minute of this day back ever. So, that means a lot to me. And, I know I'm only going to live once, so why would I want to live half my life going in to work 9 to 5, maybe 9 to 3 at that still, and getting told when I can have a lunch break, how long I get to eat lunch, when I can vacation with my family, when I can see my family. That's just crazy to me. And that's really why I look into these companies and try to get in these things. Why not have the opportunity to be my own CEO, be my own boss, work when I want to work, get paid from vacation, visiting friends, whenever. I just came from visiting my girlfriend and literally I'm making money doing it. Why not be able to do that? So, I'm just here to tell you, maybe give MCA some more thought, look into it. Look into credible sources. Don't look into somebody's blog post. There's bad reviews out there on Amazon, on everything online. Somebody could have lost money to Amazon. That doesn't mean that Amazon's a scam if they're on there bashing it. You know what I mean? So, just look into credible sources. Maybe check the Business Bureau. You'll find TVC Matrix, and MCA on there, with the B rating, which that's good enough for me. If I can be my own CEO and make my own money, and why not transfer your dollars for something like AAA into something like MCA that's actually going to give you the opportunity to profit and make money. We live in the worst economy ever right now, in the most socially connected demographic, so just think about it logically. We went from having no cell phones and now we get Facebook, Twitter, notifications like it's text messages, so use those social media platforms that we already use daily. Now I just have the opportunity to use that to make money through this company, through multiple companies. I've done it, like I said, with 2 other companies and alongside with MCA, and MCA is just by far the best investment, so I'm just here to tell you, do some research, maybe contact the person who talked to you about MCA, and maybe just give the opportunity that they're presenting to you a little bit more thought and take it a little bit more serious, because, I'm just proof to this. I wouldn't be on here for no reason to bullshit people, like I said, for $40, so just maybe take the thought and the opportunity a little bit more serious, and just look into it, form your own opinion on it, you know what I mean? Do your own research, form your own opinion, but don't be closed-minded, be open-minded. Don't be scared of something because it's different. You know what I mean? If every good opportunity was too good to be too good to be true, there would be no great opportunities, just keep that in mind. The person who invented Apple actually sold Apple for a couple $1,000s, and you think the guy who bought it off of him with no investors, you think he wasn't open-minded to that. You didn't think, hey, maybe I can make some money off this, and turn it into a billion-dollar corporation. You know what I mean? So just give this MCA thing a little bit more thought. Get in contact with the person who maybe told you about this. If you haven't heard about, I want to hear more, get in contact with me, because like I said, MCA is always hiring, and the opportunity is yours, to make $80 to $1,000 every single week, and it's really doing nothing but promoting a company like MCA's roadside assistance benefits, and, you know, actually the benefits with MCA are better than any other one I've actually looked into, you know. So that right there is worth somebody's money. Alongside, they get the opportunity to be their own CEO, their own boss, and make their own income from home, you know. So just give this thing a little bit more thought, man. Don't be closed-minded. Don't be afraid of something if it's a little bit different, man. Just give it some thought.